We're gonna talk about it today, man. ESPN panel, interesting. They let it be known that Oscar Valdez has been avoiding Shakur Stevenson. Shockingly, they actually let the world know that Oscar Valdez has been avoiding Shakur Stevenson, which is pretty shocking, to say the least. Pretty shocking, to say the least, that they would let it be known that he has been avoiding this fight. Surprising, isn't it? I can't see what's going on, my peoples. It's pretty surprising to me that they would let this be known that Shakur Stevenson has been being avoided. And they let it be known and they say, well, it's about time. You listen to the panel, right? Yeah, 49ers, let me tell you something about the 49ers. Okay. Kyle Shanahan and Jimmy Garoppolo blew the game. Kyle Shanahan and Jimmy Garoppolo blew the game. Kyle Shanahan struggles when he gets leads. Kyle Shanahan, when he gets leads in games, he fumbles. He fumbles the game away. And Kyle Shanahan, he fumbled the game away today. Daniels Darrell 76, the Zoom verse. Bama Jeff 79, what's going on? Boss Red 357, what's going on? Kyle Shanahan fumbled the game away again. And he had help with Jimmy G. Neither one of these guys managed the clock well. They cost us penalties. St. Louis Mink, what's going on? H-Town 713, what's going on? It takes too long to get the play in. Jimmy Garoppolo does not have a good grasp on. Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't have a good grasp on game situations at all. He doesn't have a good grasp on game situations. Okay, Jimmy Garoppolo is in the middle of a Giovanni Walker, Bullet Gibson, what's going on? Jimmy G is in the middle of a close game. The play clock continues to tick down, and as the play clock continues to tick down, Jimmy G takes his time, and he then looks up at the clock, right? And when he sees the play clock at 2, he starts to want to rush the center, right? Too many times, okay? Far too many times he wants to clap. Oh, come on. No, you should know that. You should know that before, when the clock gets to 10, you should be telling the center, hey, listen, man, we got to move. Let's move. No. Jimmy Garoppolo's walking around. He's looking around. The clock is at 4. Then he goes, oh, come on. What are you doing? You don't know the play? You don't know what's going on? You should know the time. You should know the play. Those plays cost us too many times, man. Too many times. And Kyle Shanahan with the trick plays, enough with the trick plays and the misdirections. Enough. Sometimes you can just go ahead and run the play. Okay? Too many trick plays on the part of Kyle Shanahan. Motioning this guy, then this guy motioning. That's why we are behind on the clock. Because you motion this guy this way, this guy got a motion here, this guy's coming here, the fullback is motioning. Too much going on for no reason for 1 yard. Line up, play big boy football, get the first down. No. Kyle Shanahan continuously. No, it wasn't a good game for us, Brown Lumber. Wasn't a good game at all. It was a horrible game that we should have won. A game very easily we should have won. Daniels Darrell 76, brother Super Chat. Cincinnati in the building. Who they? Oh, the Bengals are very good. I like Joe Burrow. Louis Lopez, what's going on? What are you doing? What do you mean? What am I doing? So, Terry Smoot Jr., what's going on? No, man, come on, man. The Rams ain't win that game. Ricky B, what's going on? Then we got our safety dropping the interception. We should have caught that interception. We should have caught that interception. I mean, it's just too many times we just. He said your explanation about the game. It was horrible. Kyle Shanahan. It's 3rd and 1. Here we go. 3rd and 1 again. We got the center, the left tackle lined up in the backfield. We got the tight end lined up in the shotgun position. We motioning this guy, motioning. Well, it's 3rd and 1, bro. Line up and play big boy football. Line up and play big boy. It's 3rd and 1. Move somebody off the ball, get the first down, and let's get no. No, line up and get the first down. No. Kyle is the left tackle's in the backfield. Now we got the backup left tackle in the game. Then he motioned in the left tackle. What are you doing? It's not necessary, bro. For 3rd and 1, you get a first down. It changed the game. What are you doing? Why are you motioning? That's almost cost us the game against Dallas. Motioning this guy, motioning that guy. Jimmy ain't get set. Too much misdirection for no reason. You're out coaching yourself, is what he did. He out coached himself. You're tricking yourself. You're not tricking the defense. You're tricking yourself. Period. Oh, the defense ain't look good the whole entire game. They was horrible. So here's what happens with the defense is that if the D line don't get there, the secondary's in trouble. They can't cover. They line up 15 yards off the receiver. All the receiver got to do is just turn around and stop. Come off the ball 5 yards, turn around and stop. Giovanni Walker was going on. Beyonce Moses was going on. Ramon Goody was going on. Big facts, no cap. Let me rent you up. All the receivers got to do, right, is come off the ball. The corners is 15 yards off the ball. Both corners. The safeties is lost. So we give too much. We give too much responsibility to the linebackers in the D line. That's what happens. The D line can't get there, and the linebackers can't cover. We in trouble. That's that money. Let me rent you up. Steve Austin, what's going on? The D line can't get there, and the linebackers can't cover the underneath routes. We in trouble. Dal Bedingfield, what's going on? Our safeties are good, but our corners are horrible. It wasn't a good game. So anyway, let's get into this boxing. Smash the like button, man. We got 300 people. Let's get 300 likes. Jose Facial Rivera, what's going on? Yeah, they're horrible. Secondary is horrible. Bro, Cooper Kupp is just running down the middle. Like, come on, bro. It's not that hard. It don't. Eddie Moore, much love to you, brother. He said, I became a boxing fan thanks to your channel. Oh, man, that's love, brother. Dub_right side, Natasha Bass. Let me rent you up. Natasha Bass, let me rent you up, queen. Ray Urel, what's going on? Terry Smoot Jr., knock your block off Seto, what's going on? He said Rams won in 2000 when the 49ers won. That's so good. We have 6 championships. I'm okay with that. 5 championships. My brother Keon, everything boxing and sports. Go subscribe to my brother Keon. Matthew Watkins, what's going on? DBT game, what's going on? Devon Webster, what's going on? People always say that the 49ers won't win because of how they did Kaepernick. Soul Brother Signal, what's going on? How did they do Kaepernick, brother? Kaepernick had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And this is something people don't realize. Eli Zachary talk about everything. Walter Robinson, Damian Milton, what's going on? Kaepernick played, and he wasn't good his last season with us at all. Spirit, what's going on? He wasn't good. Kareem Ebanks, what's going on? Cosmo 1000, what's going on? 89 Skeezy, what's going on? Chip Kelly wasn't good, and Kaepernick wasn't good. Neither one of them were good. Louis Lopez, what's going on? I think that Oscar Valdez is going to, Ray Uriel said, because of Chip Kelly. No, it was because of both of them. It was because of both of them. Kenobi Centauri, what's going on? Kaepernick went to the Super Bowl. A lot of quarterbacks go to the Super Bowl that are not that good. Ben Frank Jr. 100. Julio Cruz, what's going on? Now, I do think that Kaepernick should have got a second chance in the league, an opportunity to prove himself. I do believe that, but if the 49ers didn't do him wrong, he played a whole season and he wasn't good when he replaced the quarterbacks that we had. He just wasn't good. Giovanni Walker, brother, Super Chat, support your channel, hit the like button. Appreciate you, great brother. Terrell Moultrie, what's going on? Reginald Fields, what's going on? He wasn't good. He was good in the system with Jim Harbaugh, that type of system. He wasn't good in Chip Kelly's system. He played the last 9-10 games with Chip Kelly, and he wasn't good. Eric O, what's going on? Ron Mayberry, what's going on? The only reason we say we want to give him another opportunity with the 49ers is because of what he stood for. Teach, what's going on? Yeah, I believe he deserved a second chance, but it wasn't because of the 49ers. Why did the 49ers give him a chance? Why are they supposed to give him another chance? For what? No other team gives another. No, nobody does that. When you're rebuilding, you're rebuilding. Period. That's just it. When you start rebuilding, you guess what you're doing? You're rebuilding. And that's what we started doing. We cleaned house. We started rebuilding. We started parting ways with all of the pieces that we had. People always say that about Kaepernick, but we parted ways with Michael Crabtree. We parted ways with, Frank Gore. We parted ways with a lot of pieces. Everybody loves to highlight Kaepernick. Oh, we ain't bring Kaepernick back. We ain't bring back Frank Gore. We ain't bring back. There's a lot of pieces we ain't bring back. Robbie Sanders, what's going on? Yeah, Debo's nice. Rock 03, my brother, what's going on? Terry Smooth Jr., brother, Super Chat. Mom, dad of 49 and Ram fans. Much respect, family. Salute my brother, Terry Smooth Jr. Appreciate you in the Super Chat. Yeah, I've been a 49er fan, man. This one hurt, man. It hurts, man. You know what? If we go out there and get blown out, no, it's Keon. It wasn't the team. It's Kaepernick was not good in his last season. Y'all can't tell me. I'm a 49er fan. I watch every single game. I dissect every single game. Every single game. Right? So, no, Kaepernick was not good. He was sailing balls. He was inaccurate. He wasn't moving like he used to. He had 1 foot in the game and 1 foot out the game. Okay? No, he wasn't good. He wasn't good at all. Corbin Phoenix, what's going on? Tip O'Malley, what's going on? He just wasn't good. Period. He was sailing balls. Okay? Right? He was inaccurate. He was missing targets. Yes, he wasn't good in the system. When he was shining, he was in. When he was shining, man, how y'all gonna tell me I'm tripping, brother? Bro, it ain't too many people in this world that's a more of a. Bro, I just literally cried tears right now in my bathroom. Literally. You understand? I've been committed to the 49ers forever and a day. I watched every game Kaepernick played for the 49ers. He was very good in Jim Harbaugh's system. He was not good in Chip Kelly's system. Chip Kelly was not a good coach at all whatsoever. No, he was not. But Kaepernick was not accurate. He was not committed. He had 1 foot in the sport and 1 foot out the sport. He was missing balls. He was sailing balls. He was throwing interceptions. He was not moving like he was moving before. Okay? He was not that good. And he did not fit the system. And we cleaned house. Period. Terry Smoot Jr. said that was Harbaugh's system. It was not Harbaugh's system, brother. Harbaugh was gone already. That was Chip Kelly's system. It was not Jim Harbaugh's system. It was Chip Kelly's system. He was not Dak Prescott at all whatsoever. He was not moving like he didn't have his legs. It was not Jim Harbaugh's system, brother. It was Chip Kelly's system. He shined under Jim Harbaugh. What are we talking about? And then he got injured. Adam Quinnos, what's going on? Reginald Fields, what's going on? He got injured. He was not moving like he was. He was not committed to the sport. I know what I'm talking about. I'm a fan of Colin Kaepernick. I was a fan of him when we first drafted him out of Nevada. I'm a fan of him. I was a fan of his out of Nevada when he came out of Nevada. As soon as he came in, I'm like, put him in for Alex Smith. Alex Smith is the check down king. Loving down Gaither. Cyrus Gasson, what's going on? Alex Smith is the check down king. He is a rated scholar. Taylor Allen, what's going on? That dude is the check down king, man. He ain't gonna give you nothing. He handicaps you. He handicapped. Eric Cohen, what's going on? Now, if Cap didn't get hurt and all of those factors in, yeah, I could say that, Cap, Now, I do think he's definitely good enough to get another opportunity. You can't tell me backups now when most teams don't carry 3 quarterbacks like they used to. But you can't tell me there's 64 quarterbacks that's better than Colin Kaepernick. There you go, 619, Cali Factor, what's going on? Chris Ray, what's going on? You can't tell me that he can't get an opportunity. No. So, yeah. 817 Boston B, what's going on? So, my thing is this, right? It's just like I'm telling y'all right now. I told y'all, I've been telling everybody, Jimmy Garoppolo is not good. He was sailing balls tonight. He was missing his targets. We was getting lucky tonight because our skill players was making plays. They was jumping up and catching balls that was behind them and getting first downs and jumping up. And that touchdown he threw to George Kittle, that wasn't a good pass. He said, I played this sport. Me too. I played this sport at a very high level and I coached. Nate Francis, what's going on? Box Conversation, my brother Reggie Owens in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Box Conversation, Reggie Owens. Sim P, what's going on? I played this game high level and I also coach. You'd be surprised who some of your NFL coaches are. You'd be surprised, brother. So yeah, I know a lot about this sport of football. Trust me. Jimmy G is a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Terry Smoot, you can't tell me you played this game and you well versed on this game and then talk about Jimmy G as a good quarterback. You can't tell me that. See, now you're showing me you do not participate in this sport at a high level. Don't tell me that. There's no way you can, if you're gonna tell me you participate, you played in this sport and all that, then you're gonna tell me Jimmy G is a quarterback, a Super Bowl quality quarterback, and bro, come on, please stop it, brother. Please stop it. Please stop it. I could show you so many flaws in his game from a coach's standpoint, from a quarterback standpoint. It's not even funny. Truth Loops, what's going on? Mordecai the Great, what's going on? It's not even funny. $12, what's going on? Okay, he can't manage the clock. He mismanages the clock. He's not accurate. He's not good under pressure. He does not know down and distance. He's not good at under pressure. Rashad Ogdal, what's going on? He's not good at all. He's not good at all. Tonight, Trey Lance would have won the game. Let me tell you why Trey Lance would have won the game. His legs. Cliff Ball, what's going on? We would have won tonight if we had Trey Lance under center. And I'm going to tell you why. Because he pays a close attention to detail. When a clock is down to 1 and 2 seconds and things in that Panama Jack, what's going on? He would have hiked the ball, but he can move. Every time you get Jimmy G out the pocket, he throws an interception. Tonight, he should have threw 2 interceptions when he rolled out the pocket. They just dropped it. Samuels, what's going on? You put Trey Lance in that situation. He said Trey Lance ain't ready. Yes, Trey Lance could do what Jimmy G just did, brother. Jimmy G didn't do nothing tonight. He sailed balls. His passes was behind the quarter, behind the receivers. Our receivers and our skill players made plays tonight. They was catching balls this way, and the touchdown to George Kittle. He had to jump. George Kittle running down the seam wide open in a post corner, and he had to catch the ball like this. He's wide open. Dude had to jump like this and catch the ball. Had to leave his feet. Bro, he's wide open. Case avoid. What's going on? That was unnecessary. No, they would not have Devon Webster. No, they would not have. Because they can't get up to see Geo James Khalil 98. What's going on? Y'all have to understand what the 49ers game presents. It doesn't allow your line to just rush the quarterback. Okay? It makes you hesitate. ESO 35, what's going on? So what happened is, this is what happened is that TBF Furbo, what's going on? Is that okay? It makes your line, hesitant. So the sacks that they got at the end, they still didn't get no sacks. They get no sacks tonight. They got Aaron Donald. They had no sacks. They had pressure. They didn't have sacks. Okay, and the reason that they happened, was because of this. Was because they knew the play. They knew the down and distance. They knew the situation. Platboy plays. Michael Turner, what's going on? You understand? IG, what's going on? They knew the situation. It was passing down so they could pin their ears and come. Okay? If you have Trey Lance there, when he's in the middle of the game, he's going play action and things of that nature. And when all else fails, you see those plays that Jimmy G was rolling out. No, Trey Lance is going to get the first down. He's going to move the chains. It's different. Smash the like button, people. We got 400 people. Let's get 400 likes. Anyway, back to the regularly scheduled program. Let's get to this boxing. So, ESPN, they had Mark Kriegel, Timothy Bradley, Andre Ward, and Joe Tessitore, right? And Ryan Taylor, what's going on? Donate $1 to the super chat. Refresh the super chat, people, for the people that can't donate to the super chat. I apologize. So with that said, you have Mark Kriegel, Joe Tessitore, Timothy Bradley, Andre Ward, right? Melvin Harris, what's going on? Boxing matchup, Dwayne, what's going on? Hard one coming home, what's going on? Okay, this was the panel for ESPN. Paul Porter, what's going on? So now what happened is I don't know if they directly did this or indirectly did this, but they put pressure on Oscar Valdez. Okay, for one, how many times do you hear quote unquote mainstream media, TY, what's going on? Donate $1 super chat, refresh the super chat for me, people, and smash that like button. Get the likes up to 450. Smash the like button. So Smooth JT, Chris Ray, what's going on? G Gonzalez, what's going on? It's not too many times, right, where you have ESPN, quote unquote mainstream media, telling the boxing world that, Shakur Stevenson, he called out Oscar Valdez for not signing the contract. But at the same time, you got to pay attention I'm going to put y'all up on game. Black Friday 150, what's going on? Let me put y'all up on game, okay? You got to pay attention to what was taking place. They were promoting the fight. VT19, appreciate you in the super chat, brother. They were promoting the fight. April 30th, Shakur Stevenson Oscar Valdez, unification bout. Ryan Taylor, brother in Super Chat, much love, I appreciate you. Las Vegas, Nevada. They were promoting the fight. Now, Sir Dante Fox, what's going on? So now, they're promoting the fight because they expect this fight to happen, because you got to understand the powers that be, the promoters, Bob Arum, Top Rank, and ESPN, they want this fight. So let me tell y'all something. ESPN, Valdez, what's going on? If y'all don't pay attention, let me give you some game. ESPN wants this fight, Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson. Regardless if Bob Arum wants it or not. Mark Fralin, King Gizzle, what's going on? Jizzle, Cliffy Bo, what's going on? Regardless if Bob Arum wants this fight or not, ESPN, they want this fight. You understand? So when this fight happened with Robson Conceição last night, all right, Platboy Players, my brother in Super Chat, much love. When this happened, T-Lo Calderon, what's going on? With these two fighters, they made sure they promoted this fight. Not because Bob Arum want this. Bob Arum could take it or leave it. Bob Arum would much rather have Oscar Valdez versus Emmanuel Navarrete and Shakur Stevenson versus somebody else, because he's going to lose. Case Avoid, brother in Super Chat, Blue, the real Boston News. Appreciate you, great brother. Because he knows he's going to lose. Bob Arum would much rather have a win-win, DeAndre Carey's going on, where he could have Oscar Valdez against Navarrete, where the winner of that fight, he could still promote a fight later on, right? With Shakur Stevenson, Just Me and E, what's going on? Just Me and E, let me rent you up. Survivor, what's going on? PGH Big Dog, what's going on? So, Bob Arum wants to keep the money in-house. Brooklyn Kings, brother in Super Chat, they definitely was promoting the fight. They gave Shakur a promotion commercial on ESPN. Facts. So here's the thing, right? ESPN. Now, remember, Bob Arum said, "Oh, it wasn't up to me. Okay, this was up to Eddie Reynoso and Oscar Valdez. They accepted the fight. We know Shakur Stevenson wanted this fight, right? Trey Dennis was going on. We know Shakur Stevenson wanted this fight. We got 530 people. I need y'all to get the likes to 530. If they're not sending out the notifications, if they're not letting you super chat, I need y'all to support the channel. Scrooge Main, what's going on? Support the channel, support the grind. It is 11:30 at night on a Sunday, people. I could be laying down with the family. Shogun 76, what's going on? I need y'all to support the channel, support the grind. We got 530 people. Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up. Lord Sweat Real, on the mic, my brother Terrence Bailey Seen. Go squad to my mother, on the mic with the brother Terrence Bailey Seen. David Lee, what's going on? So now, watch this, right? Brown number 909, what's going on? Jesse R, what's going on? Baby Q, what's going on? So now, I want you to pay attention to this, right? He said it was Eddie Reynoso. Mike G, what's going on? Brooklyn Kings, what's going on? He said it was Eddie Reynoso that they accepted it. If they didn't accept it, it wouldn't happen. No. Here's what happened. ESPN, they want this fight. Asadine Lion, the Cold Keeper, what's going on? Midwest Kid, 1992, what's going on? They want this fight. You understand? For their network. Canelo, what's going on? They want this fight for their network. This is a big fight. And they want Bob Arum to make this fight happen. You understand? And so, just like we thought when we Dungeon Talk, what's going on? When things started happening with Terrence Crawford, and we said suddenly they making this fight. No, now I realize ESPN is pushing this fight. You understand? Eddie Reynoso, Oscar Valdez are dragging their feet. They don't want this fight. They don't want this fight. Kevin Munners, what's going on? Cherry Brown, what's going on? Jay Hoover, 07, brother, what's going on? He said, no notification, but I'm here. Yeah, that's why I'm telling the people to get the lights up. TY, what's going on? So, they don't want this fight. You understand? Bob Arum would much rather have an Emmanuel Navarrete. No, ESPN wants a meaningful fight, a major meaningful fight. The Jab Jamboree, my brother Act Reach in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Jab Jamboree, Act Reach. Drop the link. Spirit, what's going on? Right? So, they want a meaningful unification bout, not just an action fight. So Dante Fox, let me rent you up. Jovan Pfeiffer, what's going on? They don't want just an action fight with Oscar Valdez and Navarrete. No, Jerome Kirby, what's going on? They want a meaningful fight, a unification bout, something that means something. And that's why this fight is on the table. You understand? You got to pay attention, right? They promoted this fight heavily yesterday. And they let you know. They put Oscar Valdez on the spot. Okay? They didn't hold back on Oscar Valdez last night. Not at all. They all said, "Whoa, Robson Casasio, if he would have kept his foot on the gas, he would have won the fight against Oscar Valdez." So they let you know that they thought Robson Casasio was winning the fight. Then they told you, they talked about Robson Casasio, right? Nelson Thompson, what's going on? Euphoria Day, what's going on? Right? Then they started talking about how the referee took points from Robson Casasio, right? Unjustly. You understand what I'm saying? Jeremy McKay, Saloon. How he unjustly took points from him. Then they started talking about the home cooking Oscar Valdez got. Since when they go this far into a fight? You understand? Mo 2013, Tabby, what's going on? Since when you see them go this far and this deep into a fighter that's not even participating? You understand? Everything PC, what's going on? And then they said they all agreed. Nobody disagreed, but they went in. Okay, let me tell you how. Nate Francis, brother, super chat. Salute, Blue. Shakur Stevenson will be pound for pound #1 late 2024. Do you agree? I don't know if he'll be pound for pound #1, but he'll definitely be on the list. Big George 850, Natural Africanism. What's going on? Groundhouse Sports Nation. What's going on? So, so now, oh yes, they did. Terrence Bailey seen. That's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did. So let me tell you, Terrence. They all, Reggie Reg, what's going on? They all then went on to agree. Listen to this. Well, we all know, we all agree, Oscar Valdez did everything he could to make sure he stayed clear of Shakur Stevenson. We all agree with that, don't we? Oh, yeah. He dropped that belt to make sure he stayed clear of Shakur Stevenson. Giovanni Walker, what's going on? Why would they say that? And then they let the world know. This is the way they let the world know. Anthony Williams, what's going on? They indirectly put pressure on Oscar Valdez, right? But Pat Greedy, what's going on? The way they did it was in the form of it coming from Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, Shakur Stevenson, he let the world know, Oscar Valdez, you need to sign that contract. Oscar Valdez has yet to sign the contract. And then what did they do 2 minutes later? Bro, Kojak, what's going on? What did they do 2 minutes later, people? 2 minutes later, they started to tell you, Felix Mays, DP Rocker, what's going on? 2 minutes later, they started to tell you about this major fight taking place April 30th between Oscar Valdez and Shakur Stevenson. Well, what do they know that we don't know? Because if Oscar Valdez didn't sign, how are you promoting the fight? Southern T Boxing Sports, my brother, what's going on with you, great brother? You understand what I'm saying? Think about this. If Oscar Valdez didn't sign his portion of the contract, you understand? On the mic, Terrence Bailey Sr., he said that came with Bob's approval. Bob ain't have no choice. E2G Performance was going on because ESPN. You can tell ESPN told him, listen, Shakur even had a commercial to promote him. You understand? Chuck PCville, my brother, what's going on? You can tell, right? You can tell ESPN was pushing this. So this is ESPN telling Bob, you're going to give us some quality fights, bro. Corey White, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? And so immediately following that, what did they do? Yeah, April 30th, we're going to have a major fight, Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez, unification bout. Well, Oscar Valdez ain't even officially signed. He ain't even officially signed. And then Andre Ward, it gave Andre Ward the opportunity to say what he really wanted to say. You understand? Diallo Amir, what's going on? Yeah, Bob has the bosses too. It's called ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. You understand? Now think about this. Fernando Garcia, what's going on? So now think about this. It gave Andre Ward the opportunity to say what he really wanted to say. Right? Jack Fresh, what's going on? And then he told you, well, let's tell the truth about Oscar Valdez. He was exposed in outbox before the Miguel Bichel fight. He was outboxed and exposed by Robson Casasio. Ralph Shelton, what's going on? VT19, brother super chat. ESPN should get involved more often. Well, boxing is not their focal point, but when they feel like they're spending money, they're gonna make boxing their focal point. You understand? So you can tell they told Bob, listen, we gonna make this fight happen. You understand? Oscar Valdez is gonna make this fight happen. Marissa Aiken, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Because you got to understand, Oscar Valdez, like everybody else with Top Rank and ESPN, he has a set salary. So why hasn't he signed? Keep this in mind. He ain't dragging his feet because of money. We have 630 people. We should have 630 likes. We have 400. When we have 530 people, I told you to get the likes up to 530. Now we have 640 people, and we still don't even have 450 likes. Still, get the likes up to 650 right now. Get the likes up to 650, people. Groundhog Sports Nation, what's going on? Get the likes all the way up. Mark San Miguel, what's going on? So now, check this out, right? They tell you, well, if Oscar Valdez didn't sign, Oscar Valdez have a set contract. They know a roundabout way what Oscar Valdez is making. So this ain't, him dragging his feet ain't about date. It ain't about time. Michael Turner, what's going on? C. Coolidge, what's going on? It ain't about location. You understand? Because he ain't got a choice in that matter. Oscar Valdez doesn't have a choice in all of those things. He don't have that much pull. Darren Garcia, what's going on? He ain't Canelo Alvarez. He ain't going to tell you where this is going to fight here. I'm going to go here. I'm not going here. No, he can't do that. King Grayson, what's going on? So ask yourself the question, why has Oscar Valdez signed his portion of the contract? What's the holdup? Shakur Stevenson let you know. And ESPN backed Shakur Stevenson. Let me say it again, people. Shakur Stevenson let you know. Oscar Valdez, everybody, Terry approved, right? Peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Everybody, listen to what Shakur Stevenson said. Everybody has agreed to everything except Shakur, what's going on? Let me wrench you up. I'm going to say it again. B. Logan, what's going on? He said everybody has agreed and is on board. ESPN is clearly on board, aren't they? Top Rank is clearly on board. They're giving you dates, times, and locations. Elijah on the down, what's going on? Jordan Nicholson, what's going on? Think about that. ESPN, Top Rank, that whole entire panel, they gave you times, dates, and locations. Union Flores, what's going on? How could they give you times, dates, and locations if they're not on board? FSU, what's going on? Desi Bryan, what's going on? Tilo Calderon, what's going on? Listen, John Rizzo, what's going on? Listen to what I told you again. Let me tell y'all again. They can't give you a time, date, and a location if they're not on board. All West, brother, Super Chat. Oscar getting that herbal tea out of his system first. It don't matter. You understand what I'm saying? A17 boxing me. Yes, sir. Not the one. What's going on? So now, watch this now. Bob Arum initially said, see, he gave Oscar Valdez and his team a lot of power and control. That's why Bob Arum said, Robert Rodriguez, what's going on? Salute to the Queen, Terry Approved Right, in the Super Chat, dropping that duh on your boy Blue in Super Chat. She said he on that Blue. Hey, no, he on that. He on that avoid Shakur Stevenson. That's what he on. Let me avoid Shakur Stevenson, Queen. But what happened here is ESPN has stepped in. See, Bob Arum was going to allow Pablo Estrada, what's going on? Bob Arum was going to allow Oscar Valdez and his team to go the route of, and salute to the Queen, Terry Approved Right, dropping that duh on your boy Blue. Bob Arum was going to allow Oscar Valdez and his team to go the route of fighting Navarrete because that worked in his favor. You understand? Oscar Valdez losing to, see, because Bob Arum, he doesn't have the reins. My brother Pac-Man ATL Tay in the building. What's good with you, great brother? So now, check this out. Bob Arum doesn't have the reins over Shakur Stevenson like everybody else. Shakur Stevenson is not going to sit back and allow them to just dictate his left and right. You understand? Jay Prince ain't going to allow them to sit back. Omega Red, what's going on? They're not going to allow them to sit back and dictate Shakur Stevenson's career here, here, and here. No, they're not going to do that. So guess what's going to happen? Full movie episode, my brother, what's going on? Let me explain to y'all what's going to happen behind that, right? This is what's going to happen is that Shakur Stevenson gets that belt from Oscar Valdez. He's going to be looking to have more fights. He's going to be looking to, unify the belts. And one of the fights he's going to want to do, right, is Shakur Stevenson versus Chris Colbert. Should Chris Colbert win his fight? That's an outside fight for Top Rank. They don't want to do outside fights. You follow what I'm telling you? They want to have as many in-house fights as possible before they have to do out-house fights. Shakur Stevenson is not trying to hear that. He ain't trying to hear that. Shakur Stevenson beats Oscar Valdez. He gonna be telling them, listen, make the fight happen with Chris Colbert. That's a PBC fighter. You understand? Make this fight happen. And Jay Prince has a good relationship with both. You see where I'm going with this? Jose Verge, what's going on? So now, Top Rank and Bob Arum not gonna get full 100% revenue in-house with a Shakur Stevenson, and because they're not having that. And see, unlike the other fighters that was trying to get their way out of Top Rank and Bob Arum, right? The Mikey Garcias, the Terrence Crawfords, and all these fighters, they didn't have the machine behind them if they needed to exit stage left. They already know Jay Prince, if he want to get Shakur up out of there, he'll come up out of there. CNL Boxing Archives, what's going on? Jay, what's going on? Jay Prince is going to make sure Donald Faze, what's going on? Darryl Johnson, what's going on? Oh, you ain't doing right here. See, they can't. He got a machine behind him. That won't affect him the way it affected everybody else. You understand? They can't sit him on himself. See, they can try to maneuver around him as far as the Oscar Valdez fight. You understand? But they can't when it comes to him and Chris Colbert unification. No, they're gonna tell him make that fight happen. We want this fight with Chris Colbert. Make it happen. See, Top Rank Bob Arum just gonna have to take. Oh man, we gotta make this fight, and just you're gonna have to take a loss. You understand? You follow me? Kobe 24, GG8. What's going on, great brother? Ivan Flores. What's going on? Herbert Freeman. What's going on? So, and then you gotta keep this in mind as well. They see the writing on the wall that eventually Shakur may exit stage left anyway. Now, once he get his status up, we may not have Shakur Stevenson anymore anyway. You follow what I'm saying? Jack Fresh, brother, in Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in Super Chat. Oscar knows he will lose more than just a fight. He will lose out on future opportunities and to really become the pay-per-view star like Canelo. Oh, he's not going to do that. There's too much talent around him for him to be able to succeed doing that. No slight to Oscar Valdez. Robert Rodriguez, what's going on? Fraternal House, what's going on? They can't move Oscar Valdez the same way Canelo moved because it's just too much talent around him from 130 to 140. They're not going to be able to do it. Oscar Valdez don't have the skill set that Canelo has to be able to sustain that level of success. He's going to run into fighters that's going to beat him. Robson Casacia should have won that fight. The Fly Guy Squad, what's going on? Eric Hernandez, what's going on? He's a good fighter, but like Andre Ward said, we seen him outboxed. We seen him vulnerable. We seen him look like you understand? Like Andre Ward said, Tree in the Judo, what's going on? He had that fight with Miguel Buchel, resurrected his career, and all of a sudden everything, all his flaws, big fact, no cap, what's going on? All his flaws prior to that got erased. You understand what I'm saying? All his flaws prior to that and after that got erased because all we focus is on or how he knocked out Miguel Buchel when he was the underdog, and if anybody was going to get knocked out, we expected it to be him over Miguel Buchel. Jack Fresh, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? But now we see El Rivy, what's going on? Spirit, what's going on? So now they in the bond because Top Rank has to make this fight. I told Top Rank don't want to make this fight with Shakur and Oscar Valdez. ESPN wants this fight. Shakur wants this fight. You understand? Now, Yavi, what's going on? Now, I disagree with the brother that said Oscar don't want this fight because he loses opportunity moving forward. No, Oscar, he's still going to make fights because he's still going to be entertaining. Fernando Garcia, what's going on? He said Canelo's going to induct Charlo again. I don't think so. I think he's going to fight Jamal Charlo. Train, what's going on? A-Doc McClendon, what's going on? I think he's gonna fight Jamal Charlo May 7th. They'll officially announce it in a couple of weeks. So smash the like button, people. Let's get the likes all the way up. Smash the like button, people. Let's get the likes all the way up, people. Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up. Let's work. So Dominic Benavidez was on your blue. Why don't you think ESPN didn't step in for Bud versus Spence? Because too much to lose. Jerry Tasker, what's going on? Gutter Dog, what's going on? See, Bud and Spence is an outside fight for ESPN. They lose revenue. You understand? Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez is an in-house fight for ESPN. They get 100% of the revenue. They ain't stepping in when they got to split 50% of the revenue. They ain't trying to do that. You understand? But here's a fight that's meaningful. It's a unification. They see the buzz, and they also see the writing on the wall. Man, Oscar Valdez may do something in the future that may see him removed or suspended or something. They don't know. So, man, while his stock is still high, let's make good use of it. Put him in there with Shakur Stevenson. Let's make good use of his stock being as high as it is. You understand what I'm saying? So now think about this, right? The whole panel sits up there, and the whole panel says, yeah, we all know that Oscar Valdez. When have you heard the entire panel say Oscar Valdez was avoiding Shakur Stevenson? Ask yourself that question. When have you heard ESPN panel say Oscar Valdez is a... All this time, Shakur Stevenson been calling out Oscar Valdez. Pat L, what's going on? All this time, Shakur Stevenson has been calling out Oscar Valdez. Have you ever heard them say, yeah, man, Oscar Valdez is avoiding him? Paul Porter, what's going on? Ever? Have you guys ever been privy to listen to hear them say, man, all these guys are, or this guy, Oscar Valdez, is avoiding Shakur Stevenson? They've never said it. How many times has Shakur Stevenson put everybody on notice? After his fights, before his fights, he's calling out, right? Darryl Johnson, what's going on? He's calling out Oscar Valdez. He's saying if they don't make, after he beat Jamel Herring, did y'all hear him? Did y'all hear anybody in that position? Did y'all hear anybody saying that? Oh, Jay Harris too real is going. Yeah, Oscar Valdez don't want that fight. He's avoiding the fight. Have y'all heard anybody say that? After he beat John Rizzo, what's going on? Damian Milton, what's going on? Yeah, smash the like button, man. Let's get the likes all the way up. Get the likes at 750. After he beat Jamel Herring, and he said, if Bob Arum don't make this fight between me and Oscar Valdez, I think he's protecting Oscar Valdez from me. That's what Shakur Stevenson said, right? Mano, what's going on? Shakur Stevenson said, if he don't make this fight with Oscar Valdez next, I'm gonna start to think Bob is protecting Oscar Valdez from me. Remember that? Did you hear ESPN and the panel and everybody say, man, Oscar Valdez is avoiding Shakur Stevenson? Now, Andre Ward is going to say it. Timothy Bradley is going to say it. The entire panel is not going to be in agreement. Weren't in agreement. And then Andre Ward's his standpoint, see Coolidge, what's going on? Andre Ward's opinion is going to be null and void. And the reason that is because they looking at Andre Ward like he have vested interest because he was once part of Shakur Stevenson's team. So his opinion is going to get dismissed because they're going to feel like, well, you of course you're going to say that because you coming from a place of representing Shakur Stevenson. You follow what I'm saying? Where I'm coming from? So Roddy, what's going on? And Timothy Bradley, he always is going to speak his mind, whether you agree or disagree. And so Timothy Bradley been saying, he said as soon as before the fight, man, he need to be stripped and Shakur should be fighting Robson Casasio for vacant unification bout. They did it for Canelo. Ain't that what Tim Bradley said? So we know Tim Bradley, Andre Ward, they're gonna say, yeah, Oscar Valdez ain't trying to make this fight happen. Oscar Valdez has been avoiding this fight. Timothy Drummond for life. What's going on? They've been saying this. That's nothing new. You understand what I'm saying? That's nothing new coming from Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley. It's new coming from Joe Tessitore and what's the other dude name? Mark Kriegel. Coming from them, that's new. You understand what I'm saying? For all of them to be in agreement, and all of them to say, Oscar Valdez, we know, and the way they said it, Oscar Valdez, he's been staying clear of Shakur Stevenson for a very long time. He vacated his belts to make sure he stay away from Shakur Stevenson. Since when? Shakur Stevenson been calling for this fight, and then they went back as to say, yeah, remember when he was at 126? Yeah, he made sure he vacated his belt to stay clear away from Shakur Stevenson. Really? When all this time Shakur been calling him out. Exactly, A17 Boxing B. And so on top of that, right? I think Jake Paul is great for the sport of boxing. He came in and made the Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor fight happen in like this. Like this. He made the Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano fight happen like this, when we've been waiting for years to make that fight happen. Years. We couldn't get that fight for at least 2 years. And he comes in the sport and makes it happen like that. How could he be bad for boxing? He comes in the sport, and now you're going to have, he's making history. Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor both going to make $1 million. Historic. So he's making the fight that we all been waiting for. And on top of him doing so, they're going to get $1 million historic. That's historic. Dub C PB, a.k.a. Brandon, my brother. What's going on? Sim P, what's going on? You understand? So, so how could he be anything but good for the sport of boxing? B. Martin Jr., what's going on? Crypto Gregor World, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? So he's great for the sport of boxing. Picasso, what's going on? We've been waiting for Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor fight forever and a day. He comes in and makes it like this. And when he fights, he gets everybody on his undercard paid the highest paychecks they ever got in their careers. Twice. Even if Mr. Anderson, what's going on? Even if if it calls for him going in his own pockets. CB Black, what's going on? So, with that said, Paul Nesbitt, Andre Davis, what's going on? Imagine what he could do, Pat Reed for Crawford. Yeah, I'm sure. Because he's the type of he ain't doing it for him. Jake Paul ain't doing it for him. He don't have that mindset. He's doing it for the sake of his legacy. He want to be considered somebody that changed the sport of boxing for the better. Josh Stotts, what's going on? Jake Paul, just stick to promoting. Why? He's getting real knockouts as a novice. Why should he just stick to promoting? Why should he just stick to promoting when he's a good boxer? What's wrong with him boxing? What's wrong with him boxing? He's not a bad boxer. He's a novice. Stop letting the people in the narrative be. Stop letting Dr. M. Bowers, what's going on? Stop letting the narrative of people telling you, oh man, Jake Paul ain't never fight a boxer. Black Swan, what's going on? DF Dub Motivation, my brother, what's going on? Stop letting people tell Jake Paul, man, I ain't gonna respect him till he fight a boxer. Let me ask you a question. How many of your favorite fighters, boxers, actually fought a real solid boxer in their fifth fight? B. Logan, what's going on? I'm going to ask you again. How many are your favorite fighters in their fifth fight as a professional fought a boxer who was respected? You Master Allah, what's going on? Adam said Loma, and he lost to a journeyman. There's a reason they don't do it. Punch drawn 412. What's going on? He said Loma did it. Good. I'm glad you said that. And he lost. The hype train was just too big to if it was somebody else. Andre Davis, what's going on? Justin Hawkins, what's going on? If his hype train wasn't that big, TSM 7, what's going on? Right? If his hype train wasn't that big, tell me, trust me, Loma wouldn't have been getting no title shots in his next 2 fights and all that stuff. The hype train behind him pushed Lomachenko. Dude lost to a journeyman. In his second fight as a professional, he lost to a guy in his first 15 fights that had been knocked out 5 times and had 2 draws. You understand? He lost. So everybody, Jamal Wright, what's going on? So everybody wants to see Jonathan Rivera. What's going on? Keyshawn Davis need to wait. Boss Red 357, brother in Super Chat. People forget Joe Louis went on a month tour just fighting anyone that wanted to get in the ring, taxi drivers and all. Facts. So did Sugar Ray Robinson. So my thing is this, right? If you tell me your favorite active fighter right now, right? Blue Coats, what's going on? And I tell you their first 5 fighters and the first records that they had. What's the difference? The only difference is the guys that Jake Paul are fighting, you just happen to know them because they already high profile people in their other professions. So instead of them being a cab driver, they're a UFC fighter. Instead of them being a sanitation worker, he's an NBA player. Instead of him being a Uber Lyft driver, right? He's another YouTuber. That's the difference. Pull up, boy. What's going on? Jonathan Rivera. What's going on? That's the only difference. Free World 227. What's going on? Shakur Stevenson isn't that good, and you don't. I mean, you don't know nothing about boxing, so. I'm not mad at that. If you could say that, it's because you simply don't know anything about boxing. I mean, what can I tell you? There's nothing that, what am I supposed to tell you? El Raby, what's going on? I mean, what do you want? What are you looking for me to say to you? Bullet Gibson, what's going on? This is what it is. It's not even dislike. It's just it just becomes silly at that point. Hey, he's not a good boxer. Come on, man. They're doing like why? I can't even entertain that. So anyway, right? The thing is this, right? The thing is this, right? Is that Shakur Stevenson, they understand that they don't have full reigns and control over Shakur Stevenson's career like they do other fighters. Okay, even Vasyl Lomachenko, you understand? True Gritter 402, what's going on? Even Vasil Lomachenko, Gene Philippi Lusungu, what's going on? Shakur Stevenson, doesn't put much pressure on them to make this fight or that fight. Vasil Lomachenko. He wants to make the best fights happen, but he don't have to worry about his legacy and things of that nature, because the engine behind him, the push that he receives is enormous regardless. You understand what I'm saying? Joe Golden, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? I think Thurman gonna win for sure. Yeah, I think Thurman's gonna beat Mario Barrios. Bless 365, peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Yeah, man. Kyle Shanahan along with Jimmy G, they blew the game tonight. Man. That's what they did. They both blew the game tonight. It's unfortunate. Facts over feeling, my brother. What's going on? Chop no pork. What's going on? Come on, brother. Come on. Don't come here talking that Ram stuff to me, man. It was yeah, Jalen around here somewhere. Mississippi Billy, what's going on? Yeah, Jimmy Dominic C-Ron, what's going on? See, the thing is, Jimmy G, what he did was, he got away with a lot of things even tonight. He got away with a lot of things even tonight. Balls that should have been intercepted, balls that was sailing on him. That pass to George Kittle in the back of the end zone, that wasn't a good pass. That first down that Jennings caught, that wasn't a good pass. Is he gets Deuce 888, what's going on? Bad throws all night, man. Jennings, that first down we got from Jennings, right? He had to do like this, catch it from behind this way, and all types of, man, come on, man. Jarvis Emery, brother in Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in Super Chat. He said, come on, Blue, he means Ryan Garcia is the best boxer in the world. Oh, for sure. Chris Brooks, what's going on? Yeah, man, I almost ain't do this stream, man. I was so Cherry Smooth Dream, brother in Super Chat. What word rhymes with Sam but begins with R? I don't know. Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia. That's what it does. Terry Smooth Dream. I mean, is deflating. You get that far, and then Kyle Shanahan with the trick plays. The trick plays with Kyle Shanahan, and he outcoached himself. Kyle Shanahan gets to the point where he's coaching against himself for no reason, bro. What are you doing? With the trick plays, the misdirection, all that, man. It's 3rd and 1. Line up, get the 1 yard. If you don't get it, go for it. He don't take chances. He got training wheels on Jimmy G because he don't trust him. Like, come on. The throws that Jimmy G, Leon Sterling, what's going on? The throws that Jimmy G, the throws Jimmy G made tonight. Trey Lance could have made those throws. He didn't. It wasn't complicated. Jimmy G wasn't throwing balls down the field and all types of stuff. No. Play you, what's going on? It wasn't a complicated system that he had going tonight at all. The difference is Trey Lance's legs would have been able to get us out of situations and get us first downs and batted balls and what's his name? Jalen Ramsey should have intercepted that ball and took it to the house. Boston by the pound, brother. Super chat. Salute, Blue in chat. Salute to you, great brother. Jimmy G rolled out. He rolled out against the Cowboys. He threw that interception. Right? And almost allowed them to come back. He rolled out against the Packers at the end of the quarter when we get ready to score a touchdown, Black Star Sports TV, what's going on? And he throws the interception. Flint, Michigan, what's going on? All to the right. He does it again tonight, twice, and they drop the interception. And then the defense, don't even get me started on the defense. Horrible. Horrible. The defense? Oh, man. Bro, how you a corner? All the corners are 15 yards off the receiver. Bro, all I got to do is run 5 yards and turn around. They wasn't even contested. They wasn't even contested. I mean, come on, man. How did Cooper Kupp, how did he have 10 catches for 150 yards? What, are you kidding me? You kidding me? And then we had 3rd and 18, 3rd and 15. They converting that because the corners are so far off. Man, it was ridiculous, man. That touchdown at the end of the half to Cooper Kupp, that shouldn't have happened. And then going into the half, we should have scored a touchdown. We got a field goal. And then coming back to, we get the ball to start the second half, and we don't get no points out of it. Las Vegas Leon, my brother, what's going on with your great brother? And then we don't get no points out of it. You can't win like that. Conservative ball, everything is Debo. Keith Marcel, what's going on? Brandon Ayuk, that screen, remember he threw the screen pass? Bro, Rico Williams, what's going on? NJ Fury, what's going on? He threw a screen pass to Brandon Ayuk and threw it in the dirt with no pressure. Then remember the third down? The touchdown that would have been to George Kittle in the first half, in the first drive. He just threw it right over his head. No pressure. No pressure. He sailed it over George Kittle's head. Like, come on, bro. Those are points we left on the field. And they still only won by 3. Imagine we go into the half. Instead of getting the field goal, we actually get a touchdown on that drive. Imagine to start the drive in the second half, and instead of you missing receivers for third down to convert a third down, right? Now we got a punt. Those come back. I knew it. It was just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. He hurts us. He just hurts us. And then because of that, and because of Jimmy G's handicaps, Kyle Shanahan got he got to use trick plays all the time to get 1 yard because he don't trust Jimmy G. So, bro, he should have put when it was 3rd and 1, put Trey Lance in the game. It's 3rd and 1. If you want to confuse the defense, put Trey Lance in the game now. He's mobile. Now you give them something. Now instead of playing 11 on 10 because Jimmy G is not a factor, you're playing 11 on 10. Put Trey Lance in. Now you're playing 11 on 11 on 3rd and 1. Guess what you do? You got to play, and then you play in the pistol formation, not in the shotgun, not under center. You play Trey Lance in a pistol formation. Okay? Now you give Trey Lance the opportunity to pull in and run, right? It can be a straight off. It don't have to be, RPO. Okay? It don't have to be an RPO. It could be a straight up run. But the fact that the defense have to respect the RPO, they can't just come upfield. They just can't rush upfield, which means there's going to be gaps, which means you could just turn around and hand it off. Adrian Vat, what's going on? Listen to what I'm telling y'all. You don't have to be a run PO, but it looks like it in the pistol formation. So all he has to do is turn and hand it off, but they don't know if he's going to pull it and run. So that means the edges has to stay. You keep the edges honest. So now you pull it. As soon as he do like this, you can give it to Debo or you can give it to Elijah Mitchell, and they're going to get 1 yard. You know why? Because the hole is going to open up. Right? Exactly, Epo. He don't get off his script. He don't make adjustments to the flow of the game. Salute Brown Lumber 909. Darryl Johnson, what's going on? Mr. Valentine, what's going on? He don't adjust to the flow of the game. If he would have put it in a pistol formation with Trey Lance in that situation on 3rd and 1, right? Guess what? The defense, the ends, Von Miller, he becomes irrelevant. Leonard Floyd, he becomes irrelevant. They have to stay home. They can't crash down. You understand? Because if they crash down and he lets it and he pulls it out, then they're gonna give him the edge. So they have to stay honest. So here, you hand it to him, Elijah Mitchell, right? You don't have to trust Trey Lance to do nothing but hand it off. Turn around, hand it off. That you kept the edges at bay now. All you got to do, Shameen, what's going on? You turn and you hand it off. He's gonna have a lane because the edges can't run. Rod Sports, what's going on? You understand? The edges can't rush. They have to stay home. And now that means you're playing 5-on-2. Listen to what I'm telling you. Now your 5 linemen, they know what the play is. You're playing 5-on-2. You're going to get a first down. Delaney Howard, what's going on? But you know what happened? He gave it to Kyle Juszczyk. Motown YB, what's going on? He gave it to Kyle Juszczyk. Put the left tackle in the backfield. Motion Trent Williams. Gave it to Kyle Juszczyk for 4th and 2. Well, you outcoached yourself. You have a secret weapon. Use it. He didn't. That cost us. And what did Jimmy G do when people keep saying Trey Lance ain't ready? Ain't ready to do what? Jimmy G ain't out there calling his own plays and audibles and things of that nature? Jude 12, what's going on? It ain't hard. The game plan wasn't hard. Turn around, hand it off. It was a slow developing play action that he was looking for the man over the middle. Period. In that last situation, right, when he got sacked, Trey Lance don't get sacked right there. Why? Why are you saying that, Blue? Because when Jimmy G dropped back and the pressure came this way and the middle said like this, Jimmy G's not athletic enough to step up in the pocket. Trey Lance is not only is he athletic enough, but he's going to take off. April Torres, let me rent you up, Queen. Peace of blessings to you. So now when the pocket does like this, Trey Lance is going to take off right up the middle. So at that last play, Jimmy G got grabbed and hold, and then he threw the interception. Trey Lance, that wouldn't have happened with Trey Lance. He would have dropped back. It would have opened up like this. He would have ran up the middle. He went to go up the middle. He ain't athletic enough to do it. And he don't have an arm enough, strong enough to get it. So they handicapped us. So he didn't put us, Kyle Shanahan didn't put us in position to win. He put us in position to survive. That's what he did. And we didn't survive. Plain and simple. Big Dog Willie, what's going on? Laker Raven, what's going on? Oh, Laker Raven. If Jakari Tart intercepts the ball, the game is over. Because they blew all their timeouts. They didn't have no more timeouts. We would have ran the clock down, kick a field goal. Now they need a touchdown with no timeouts. Even if we didn't get a touchdown at that point, we still would have went up 6, and they need a touchdown to beat us. You understand? And they don't have timeouts now. And they don't do Matthew Stafford don't do good under pressure when we know you can't run the ball in this situation. Now our D line is going to pin their air back and they come in and we're going to sack them. The D line didn't play great today. They didn't get after it. I mean, it just is what it is. But I blame this on Jimmy Garoppolo and I blame it on Kyle Shanahan. He's trying, Big Dog Willie. He's trying. This was on Kyle Shanahan and it was on Jimmy G. Kyle Shanahan, outcoached himself, and Jimmy G, well, we know what he is. Man, he can't. He ain't gonna throw more pickable balls than Jimmy G, brother. 7 figures. What's going on? What's going on? What you mean, Bama Jeff 79? Trey Lance got legs, so if nothing else, he could run the ball, and you could design. You playing on 11 on 11 at that point. When you got Jimmy G and you playing 10 on 11, he's a handicap. He can't run. So now in those running formations, we couldn't run the ball. You know why? Because they said no. We're gonna make Jimmy G beat us. No, so you could have put Trey Lance in a position. You could put Trey Lance in position where, okay, we're in a pistol formation. You could use his legs as an option. You keep the defense honest at that point. You make them play vanilla. They can't hide. They can't scheme. They got to play vanilla. Victor Simpson, what's going on? Because Trey Lance can run. So you put him in an RPO situation in a pistol formation, right? You could play action off that. You could throw it to George Kittle. You could throw it to Brandon Ayuk. You could imagine you put Kyle Juszczyk, Deebo Samuel, and Trey Lance in a pistol formation. Everybody's effective. Anybody can gash you at that point. Anybody can have success. We can hand it to Juszczyk. You can hand it to Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel could throw it. You could use running back pass. You could pull it and Trey Lance run. There's so many options. And then Trey Lance could throw slants. All he did was throw slants. Johnny True Blue Stanley, what's going on? All he did was throw slants. You understand what I'm saying? Trey Lance could have threw those slants. Those slants would have been wide open. Those slants would have been wide open for Trey Lance. Because now he could pull it, he could run, he could pull it, he could throw it to George Kittle. We render George Kittle helpless in our games because we got to rely on the run and we can't trust Jimmy G to throw the ball. We render ourselves helpless. Now imagine you got George Kittle, Trey Lance in a pistol formation with Elijah Mitchell, or Deebo Samuels and Kyle Juszczyk. Or imagine you could put Elijah Mitchell, Deebo Samuel, and Trey Lance in that formation. Who's getting the ball? You don't know. And what if it's a RPO? Imagine Deebo Samuel now can slip out the backfield. He could run a sluggo. Jamie Williams, what's going on? Now Trey Lance, Deebo Samuels can run a sluggo, right? Because you could play action into Elijah Mitchell. Now you're paying attention to Elijah Mitchell, right? Deebo slips out. Now he has a linebacker on him. Or you bringing the safety down in the box. And if you're bringing the safety down in the box, that means George Kittle is open for a skinny post or a deep post. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. Now Deebo Samuel slips out and he runs a sluggo, out and a up, right? I mean the chair route, right? He runs a chair route, out and a up. When he runs the out, the linebacker is gonna be in the trail position. The safety, now you have George Kittle. He run a post corner, okay, or a post. He runs a post at the safety, okay. The linebacker is going to let him release. The linebacker is going to let him release because he has to have Deebo Samuel. So he runs a post corner at the safety. Pull the safety out the middle of the field. You run a chair route with Deebo Samuel, out and up, because the linebacker is going to be in the trail position. Once he gets in front of him, he's going to shimmy here. The linebacker is going to bite. He goes out. The linebacker is going to be in trail position. You turn it up, and you throw the deep ball. Young King Company, brother in the Super Chat. Much love to you. Greg Abernathy, what's going on? So, live your truth. Blessings to you, great brother. So, yeah, that's all we got, man. So, Shakur Stevenson. Quez, when you ready? Quez, how long you gonna be? Sam Jam 306, what's going on? I'm disappointed also. Yeah, man. Yeah, Jimmy G, man. He smash the like button, man. Let's get the likes to 750 people. Smash up the like button. Smash up the like button. Yeah, Jimmy G, man. And it makes Kyle Shanahan overcoach. So now he got to come up with all these gimmick plays and you know he got to come up with all these gimmick plays and all these trick plays just to get 1 yard. Come on, man. Von Doll, what's going on? Man, now Von Doll won. We 6-0 against the Rams. Y'all win one game and now everybody, oh, yeah, it wasn't gonna matter, yo. Man, stop it, man. Please stop. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 700. Now everybody's a Ram fan. Isn't that amazing? Who you got winning the Super Bowl? The Bengals. Master Storm reacts. What's going on? Bengals have been a tough out for us too. Jay Sanders, unscripted virtuoso. What's going on? Let me rent you up. The Bengals would have been a tough out for us too. What would have worked for us against the Bengals is our pass rush against the Bengals. They get sacked a lot. Jamie Williams said 49ers should have won. Oh, for sure. For sure. Greg Abernathy, what's going on? Facts, you guys will be back next season. Yeah. It'll be tough, man. Trent Williams was in it, man. I mean, Rams are going to beat the Bengals. They can. They got their D-line can get the Bengals give up a lot of sacks, man. Dane Watson, what's going on? David Gordon Lane, what's going on, great brother? The Bengals give up a lot of sacks, man. A lot of sacks, man. Aaron Donald and Von Miller and Leonard Floyd, man, they're gonna pin their heads back. Man, please stop saying Colin Kaepernick, man. Please stop saying that. I'm player one. What's going on? TDL, see what's going on. But it's not even Jamal Chase. It's T Higgins, man. That dude gets busy. That's another thing. K1 Williams, man, he was getting smoked all night. Bro, come on, man. Bro, you gotta play bump and run with Cooper Kupp, man. Don't let him off the line of scrimmage, man. And if he's off the line of scrimmage, then bump and run the receivers that's on the line. Come on, man. They letting they get free releases. Come on, man. Horrible, man. I want Joe Burrow to win just because it would be historic. Imagine Joe Burrow winning the Super Bowl in his second season with his receiver that he won a national championship with in college. That's Kyle Nello. What's going on? Imagine that. Imagine Joe Burrow and Jamal Chase winning the Super Bowl. They won the national championship together in college. Now they won the Super Bowl together. Man, that's serious right there. That's serious, man. But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here, people. It's already 12:30 on Sunday. Get out of here. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes to 700. I'm tired. Who's the receiver core better, Rams or Bengals? Same. I think the Bengals receiver core is better. T. Higgins, Cooper Cup is. They put him in position to win. Tyreek Collins, what's going on? They put him in position to win. I like T. Higgins though. Jamal Chase. I think Jamal Chase is better than Cooper Cup and Odell Beckham. I don't know. Yeah, it's equal. I guess it's equal. The storyline Jamal Chase and the Rams drafting. I mean the Bengals drafting Joe Burrow. He win the national championship, and 2 years later he bring a Bengals a Super Bowl. They ain't never won a Super Bowl. He was he was passed up in college. He went to LSU. Look what he did at LSU. Uh, uh, and then he goes to the Super Bowl, wins the Super Bowl with his star receiver from college. Man, that's pretty cool. And the Bengals finally got their franchise quarterback to bring them home to glory. Man, that speaks volumes. That speaks volumes. So, brother Signal, what's going on? And he's from Ohio on top of it. Man, smash the like button, man. Get the likes to 700. Let me get on out of here, people. I appreciate y'all coming through, starting up, holding me down, showing me love, man. It's your boy Blue, man. Let me get on out of here. Tomorrow we be back, regular scheduled programming time. But right now, we going. Y'all already know what it is. Outside the box media, what's going on? Yeah, exactly. Enjoy everything Baker is supposed to. Yeah, exactly. Let me get on out of here. Big fact, no cap. Keep on sale. Salute to y'all. Incognito. What's going on? Give Eric a few more fights and he'll take Shakur out. I'm sure. Uh, y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue. Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV. All one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LD Greenhold Dunham. Greenhold Dunham. What's going on? LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. Pat Cannon, my brother. Y'all already know what it is. Peace.